Everyone goes to Banff, but is Waterton actually better? Let's find out. Chaos versus calm. Hello everyone, welcome to Middle Life Adventures. We were recently at both Waterton Lakes National Park and Banff National Park to tour all there is to tour. So today we're going to discuss which in our opinion is a better deal. Better worth your money, better for your entertainment dollar, better spot for the weekend. Let's talk about it. And don't miss, at the very end, we've discovered a huge game changer, possibly a deal breaker. So hang on to the end and we'll reveal what that's really important and timely information is to help you out with your plans. First things first, let's talk about the 5 most popular things to do in Banff. Number 1, Lake Louise. Arguably the gem of the Banff National Parks is Lake Louise. So much to do there. You can go see the chateau, you can ski, you can take in the ice carving contests, you can walk out on the lake, you can canoe, you can hike around the lake, you can ski Lake Louise, you can go up in the Lake Louise gondola. Amazing things to do. You can check out Moraine Lake. Other things to do would be Banff Gondola, the Banff Upper Hot Springs, which right now is under renovations. But yes, when it's up and running, the Banff Upper Hot Springs. And there's also tons and tons of hiking to do in the Banff area. There's the Lake Louise Lakeshore hike. There's the Johnston's Canyon hike year-round. It's an ice waterfall hike in the winter. Just absolutely stunning and completely different from the summer experience. There is the Plain of 6 Glaciers and the Tunnel Mountain hike. Now, notably important to also mention is in the winter, you have 3 major ski hills, being Sunshine Mountain, Lake Louise, and Norquay, that you can ski all within the Banff National Park area. And of course, you also have Nakiska in neighboring Kananaskis country. So these are all important things to keep in mind. Some honorable mentions for Banff also would be wildlife spotting and the Banff Avenue shopping, as well as the Icefields Parkway. Things to keep in mind and things some people would consider to be a drawback is the amount of population that visits Banff National Park is huge. The weekend we were there, taking footage to show you, there were 44,000 extra visitors in the park that weekend alone, which makes it kind of like Boxing Day shopping for us Canadians. Just shoulder to shoulder people. The traffic is kind of more like the urban experience, and parking, well, good luck with that. Some of the positive things that we can consider for Banff are that it is an expansive park. You can find so much to do there. You could easily spend 4 or 5 days there. Banff is considerably more developed. And there are definitely more conveniences of modern day living. We also feel that there is much more for the younger visitors to do and engage with in Banff, keeping them a little more interested and occupied, and significantly more skiing there with the 3 ski hills, as I mentioned earlier. Age is definitely a consideration when you're thinking about Banff. There's a lot more for the young ones to do. And it's kind of more of an action-packed happening town site, if you will. So all good things to keep in mind. Waterton Lakes National Park, top 5 things as far as we're concerned. Anyways, these are our rankings to do in Waterton. Hike Crypt Lake. Crypt Lake is ranked one of Canada's best hikes, as a matter of fact. Super challenging. There are ladders involved. There is a boat ride involved to get you to your hike. Number 2 is take Waterton Lake Boat Cruise. Gorgeous, scenic, and very informational cruise. Visit the Red Rock Canyon. You can hike Bears Hump. It's a quick hike for an optimal view of the town. Explore the Prince of Wales Hotel, which we did do briefly on our recent visit. Best bonus honorable mentions would be the wildlife watching, Cameron Lake canoeing, cycling Red Rock Parkway, and stargazing. Waterton is known as a dark sky park, so if that's your thing, or if you're hoping for some northern lights viewing, that's the place to be. Now, Waterton is polar opposite to Banff. There are way fewer crowds. It's kind of more of a natural-esque area. There's not a whole lot of modern development there. There's a tiny bit in the town site, but really you're kind of really definitely out in the wilderness, and you certainly know it. So yep, it's a tiny town. It's a single location type tiny town, other than Cameron Lake that you go up the mountain for. So everyone who is there is concentrated in one place more often than not. Considered to be more rugged and wind-swept beauty. It feels much more intimate and what we consider to be soulful. Now, when you're considering the two parks and comparing them and deciding where to spend your dollars or where to spend your limited vacation days, again, age is a consideration. If you're kind of more looking to relax or luxuriate, sure, you can do both in both places, but Waterton's going to give you that quiet, chill, relaxation vibe, more so than Banff is. Yeah, you're going to have access to more of the hot springs and the gondola things to chill and enjoy. Much more of a bar scene there. But yeah, Waterton's more of a relaxed, chill vibe. Also, you should consider what type of exploration do you have in mind. Is it more of like a natural wonders? Is it quiet nature? Is it shopping or organized tours? And whether or not you need a shuttle transportation to get there, let's say from Calgary or from the airport. Banff has the shuttle transportation, Waterton does not. Now, last but not least, for consideration, for regular consideration, is the time of year. Banff National Park is open 365 days a year, and you can see quite a bit and take part in a lot of the action year-round, whereas Waterton tends to only really function from May until mid-September, before more or less shutting down for the most part. There are like 2 restaurants open all winter for the snowshoers and the cross-country skiers, but other than that, you're kind of on your own in Waterton. So these are also considerations. Now, the one tip, the one huge piece of advice that you've all been hanging out for, and that is the deal breaker, the game changer. So here's that information you've been waiting for. The Canada Strong Pass for 2026 has just been announced. And the dates for that, first of all, the Canada Strong Pass means that there is no cost to get into the national parks in Canada, which is a huge bonus for the population that want to check out the national parks. And man, do people come in droves. So much so that Waterton has actually had to limit, put a cap on the number of visitors that come into its park on a day. And last summer, they actually hit that limit and started refusing people and returning them at the gate, which, if you've driven for more than an hour to get there, let me tell you, not a fun experience when you had a fun day of exploration in mind and you can't even get past the park gates when you get there because it's so full and busy. But having said that, we're grateful they do it, because let me tell you, when all you spend your day doing when you do get in is trying to find a parking spot that doesn't involve you getting a fine from a park warden, yeah, we appreciate them putting a cap on attendance for sure. And, shopping, everything is much more comfortable when you're not, shoulder to shoulder with all of your new thousands of best friends that you've just ended, traveling like an amoeba down the sidewalks and to the stores and all trying to eat at the same time. Absolutely. Banff, to my knowledge, does not put a limit. They will let you in if you want to show up. So I've seen some wild and woolly things when there's too many people and not enough washrooms, and parking is not much better, to be honest. So the Canada Strong 2026 dates have now been announced by the federal government. From June the 19th to September the 7th, you can get into a Parks Canada National Park for free. That is no admission. So expect the population to turn out in absolute droves for this. And I don't know about you, I'm just going to say, I will be visiting in May probably, and I will be visiting mid-September. I'm kind of going to surrender the parks to everyone else during that time, because let me tell you, I like some wilderness in my national park visiting. I'm not really looking for parking wars when I go to visit the national park, so that's going to be my approach. But to each his own. If that's your flavor, more power to you. So there you have it, Banff versus Waterton. Chaos versus calm. I think we all know which one is the chaos and which one is the calm. What do you think? What's your preferred spot? There's Reddit has absolutely lit up on this. A lot of people saying, man, if I want to relax and take her easy, quiet and spacious, I'm going to Waterton. Other people are saying, give me those bougie shops in Banff. That's what it's all about for me. So yeah, what's your opinion? Drop it in the comments below. Thank you for hanging out with me for this short time for our comparison video. If you like this type of video or the adventures we do here at Middle Life Adventures, please drop a subscribe and a like, and we'll see you again soon.